Hello and welcome back, Zevlin here. Let's play some more of our Banished campaign in Redwood Moor. Now we are pretty much just slowly growing. We're kind of stable. Now we have to just start managing our resources. Another thing I do not like, I have 19 adults and only 3 kids. That means I'm not building houses quite fast enough. Now I do have a couple queued up, and I'm going to wait to see what happens with that, because you also don't want to grow too fast. Growing too slow is bad, growing too fast is bad. Growing too fast means you have to ramp up food production quickly, and then, you know, again, one of those big, you know, like baby boomer style things happens where you just have too many people, and then it collapses down to not enough. So we did have some babies born, that's good. Mostly just waiting on stone to be gathered and all that. I think it's mostly stone holding us up right now. Unfortunately, I did blow 34 stone into this tunnel that I don't necessarily need right now. We do have lots of firewood, which is great. Lots of logs, so I don't necessarily need another logging person just now. My food is generally going up, which is good. Tools and clothes have, you know, a reasonable amount. That's a lot of tools, actually, at this point. So that's good. Now, I could cap tool production, and then he would start to gather. But he'll start to gather if he runs out of iron, anyway. Now, it would be very nice if they finished this. So I'm going to make sure that they prioritize finishing this stockpile here, because right now the laborers are gathering stuff here and then carrying it all the way up here. It would be nice for them to have something a little bit more local. There we go. Stockpile's complete. That'll speed up things quite a bit. That does mean that the people having to gather the resources will have to walk further, but, you know, that's okay. Out of leather, I assume. One hunter does not supply enough leather for one tailor. It just isn't that way. So I need something like a sheep farm. Let the leather build up, use mostly sheep for a while, then switch it over back to a leather. Eat up the leather supply, then switch it back. It's generally what I would do. Now I could, and I think I'm going to, go ahead and bump up the fuel limit a little bit. Bump it to 700. I have lots of logs, and I don't want to get to a point where I don't have enough fuel and I have to rush. So having a little bit of extra, I mean, he was hitting the cap, kept hitting the cap, so I should let him blow past that cap a little bit and then leave it alone. That. So as long as he can hit this cap again, then it'll be a bigger buffer in case we outgrow the fuel population, or fuel amount, and my population gets too big. And plus letting him go ahead and work ahead of building these houses, because these houses are going to grab a big chunk. And I don't want it to dip too low. Not sure how much they'll grab. Let's see how much these people keep on hand up here. Do I have a regular house? I do. Wooden house. They're only keeping 46 firewood, maybe around 50 firewood, so if I'm building 2, that'll dip it by 100, which he should be able to catch up with, but I may as well let him work ahead a little bit. See how he does. For some reason the firewood's coming all the way down here. I'm not sure why. I'm up to 5 children. That's nice. Now what this middle section here is education. So at 10, I believe it's 10, they can either go straight into being an adult and go and, you know, start working, or they can go into school. And if they go to school, they stay in school for a little bit, which means it slows down them going into the adult pool, and the adults have less time before they die to do work, but they tend to do better work and die for less stupid reasons. At least that's my understanding. I know they do better work, so they're more productive, so it actually ends up being better. But you kind of have to slip that in at a good time, because you don't want to end up with not enough adults coming into the adult pool, into the labor pool workforce. I do have 3 laborers. I am gathering all this stuff. I'll wait for them to gather this up before I get too far ahead of myself. Not sure what the laborers are doing. Let's check them out. Okay, one's working there. One's up here for some reason. The rest are down here. Gathering. They have to go all the way up there. They live up here, so it is quite a bit of a trek for them to come down here to work. I really wish I could put a tunnel in there. That would be really nice. What are my builders waiting on? Okay, so they're building this barn, which is a little bit of a waste, honestly. I mean, I don't really need it down here, but it will be nice. It's kind of future-proofing. I will eventually have food production. Instead of having to go all the way up here, I can have food there and here. And I think I'm going to build a pretty apiary pretty soon, actually, so I'm going to let these houses build first, because I am worried about this whole population thing. I would really like about 6 or 7 kids right now. Let's go ahead and click around our houses and see how many people are maybe ready to move out. There's 1 person, 2 people, so that's a pair right there. There's another 1, so there's another pair, so there's 2, enough for 2 houses. And this is kind of an unfortunate thing that happens. Somebody dies, sometimes it just leaves somebody in their house by themselves, and it takes a while for that to sort out. So having a few extra houses is nice. I could do something like upgrade this house, which would kick him out, make him move somewhere else. That's a little mean. I don't want him to go out and starve. Plus, he may just move into another house. I'm guessing we're still just waiting on stone in general. Really should find some more stone to queue up from somewhere. Let's grab some more stone from up here. From over here. I will specifically select stone, because I think I have enough iron. Not really. Actually, I don't have much iron at all. So let's queue up the iron from up here as well. My laborers something to do. I do have a lot of stuff down here they're just not gathering for whatever reason. Alright, I think this is the time we bump it up to speed 10. We're kind of stable. We just need things to get done. So just kind of keep a close eye, make sure things are going. Now up here you can see everybody's very happy. They have food, they have, you know, clothing and tools and stuff, I think. They're happy. But their health is kind of dipping, and that will dip further on as we go. I need like an herbalist and, you know, some other stuff. I don't know, it may be a little too early to build that. I'm not 100% on that. It's nice to have herbs because it is a trading commodity I can build. I can trade with, because to get anything that a trader will give me, I will have to have things to trade. And I can use firewood. Which reminds me, since I will probably be using firewood, let's go ahead and bump this up to 1,000. I have lots of logs. You can go to town. Before I capped it because logs were kind of my choke point. I didn't have enough logs. I needed logs to build things. Now, I'm kind of at the point where I have enough logs, and my choke point is iron and stone. And I do believe I'm at the point also where maybe, instead of gathering and getting further and further and further away, making my laborers have to run halfway across the world to get stuff, it may be time for me to set up some gathering for... Where is it? It's not food. It's resource production. Yes. Forest. Herbalist. Blacksmith. Where is it? Food production? It's not going to be under food production. Town services? No. Storage. Roads? No. No. Where the heck is it? Am I just missing it? Oh, here we go. Why is it all the way on this end? That's weird. Alright, more kids being born. I'm at 8 kids. Alright. That's perfect. That's why I built these houses. So that's actually going to sort itself out quite nicely. I'm going to get some more people. I need a quarry and a mine. I think the mine will fit in quite nicely right here. So I'm going to go ahead and build that mine there. I'm going to go ahead and lay in a quarry over here too. I hate how big the quarries are. I really do. Can I fit it in? Not quite. Okay. I suppose this would be fine. And that really blocks off a lot of workable area here. So maybe I ought to put it down here. Yeah, I think I'll put it here. A little bit equidistant between my two little towns so anybody can work it. I think right there will be great. Now this does take a lot of iron to build, and this one does take a lot of stone to build. So it will be a while before those are done. But at least we're starting to work on them, and hopefully they'll get done eventually. Probably should have thought of those a little earlier, because it may be a little tight. I really shouldn't be building anything else. In fact, I should probably pause this while we wait on those to get done. I really do want the trader to be done, but yeah, it's not that high a priority. Let's gather iron over here, stone over here. I think I already queued a lot of that up. As much of either one as possible, basically, because I want both these to get built. And if one gets built, then the other one will have an advantage, because, you know, the one that needs stone builds iron, the one that builds iron needs stone. Just, they are pretty slow. And I don't really have enough people to really work them efficiently. Stockpile's reasonably close, right? Yeah, I'd say that's reasonably close. It's not ideal, but it's reasonably close. Here we go. I can build this road now. Build it. We'll build it to here. I don't think I'm going to build it yet, but I am going to check out building a fish area over here. See if it's even possible, first of all. It may not be. It was more important for me to get a trader up. I've not been too happy with the whole fishing thing. Oh, can I build it here? Could I even get here if I built it here? Probably not. Yeah, I'm not gonna risk this. I don't know if they could get there. Actually, they could, because it's not a bad spot. But anyway, what I was saying is I've not been too happy with the fish production in general. It's not that great. As you can see, it's only about... I mean, the more of the circle you can get, the better. That there's not very many optimal places to build. Build one there. I can't build one there. I already know that. Is this enough surface area for it to be worthwhile? It's about half. I mean, that's decent. I'll go ahead and put it down so I know I can build one there, but I am going to pause it. I don't really feel like I need food production, though that is slipping. Well, maybe not. It's staying fairly consistent. Because my population is going up. Lots of tools. Enough clothes. Lots of laborers so I can build new things. That is good. But the new things are already kind of queued up. We're almost done. We just need 8 more iron here. That's excellent. I actually have a bunch in storage, so that's good. So that'll get rolling, and then I'll have some extra stone. Alright, builders. Get to it. There we go. Now it does have a build of 100, which does take some time. But they seem to be plowing through that pretty fast. Have to take a break, grab a bite to eat, and then they're back to work. It's late autumn, early winter. The temperature is 25 degrees outside, which is below freezing, so it's probably negative, crap, I don't know, negative 5 or 6 Celsius. Probably not even that much, probably negative 2 or 3 Celsius, which is cold, but not completely unbearable. Especially if you have decent clothes. There we go. Alright. So. Ooh, I can upgrade this? That's cool. What if I have to upgrade it before it runs out of stuff? Anyway, I have 8 laborers. I am going to bump this. Oops. No, I don't want 20 people working here. I think 15 is fine. I am going to bump this to only having 2 laborers for now, because I really need stone. Now this is something I'm going to be playing with a lot. This is a good pool of people to mess with. Having as many people in here working as possible is good, but if I need them to be laborers or whatever, it's good to take from those. Now let's double check. Do I have all of these capped? I don't even remember. 4 of 4, 4 of 4, good. 3 of 3, okay. Couldn't remember if in the start I limited how many people were there, and I would prefer them to be in those industries rather than just gathering stone. So this will very, very slowly help us with our stone production. Gathering is generally faster, but I'm getting too far away. There's so much stone right here. But it costs so much stone to build a bridge, or a tunnel, that is probably not worth it. Let them do their thing. I can continue trying to build the population. I think it may be time to build another house. Probably up here. Let's build another house. Should I build it here? Yeah, I don't know. Can't build it there. Could build it here. I don't know. Let's just build it right here. It does eat up a little bit of stone, but not too much. And just having generally a bigger labor pool at this point is better. Again, growing very slowly over time. 1 or 2 houses at a time. Eventually I'll have such a big population that only building 1 house is barely even going to make a dent, so I'll be able to build tracts of like 6 houses at a time. And it's not going to make a big, huge, crushing blow to our population. See, 3 stone there. We have barely any laborers now. It's not really ideal. But I think it'll do for now. I mean, this person will be a laborer most of the time. Eventually this person will be a laborer, but probably not just yet. Definitely want some firewood. Firewood is a great way to trade. I love trading with firewood. It's a nice little easy industry to maintain. The logs are each worth 2 points. That's how the trading system works, is they give me something that's worth a value, so almost like dollars. You can call it dollars, I guess. Money. It's worth 2. Firewood's worth 2, and generally a seed's worth 1,000, so I need 500 firewood to trade for 1 seed. Or I could trade other things, but they tend to be like worth 15, and it's a bunch of math. And math, who wants to do that? So I will just throw a little bit of extra miscellaneous resources in the pool, mostly just for ease to make sure I get 1,000, because if you have, let's say you need 1,000 and you have 995 points, and a coat is worth 15, you could add another coat, but you're going to lose that 10 value, and they're never going to accept 995. You have to have at or above 1,000. So having something at a small, like 2, is nice, because then maybe I'll pay 1,001, you know, and that's not so bad. But having to pay 1,010, that's not really good. Alright, how's our stone doing? I mean, it's getting used as fast as we're making it. Cade and Domina in here, a builder and a forester. So I do have some people up here. Let's take a look. Working these that work down here. So I mean, I could definitely stand to have another house or 2 up here. Actually, every single one of these has 1 person that lives down here, but that's not so bad. I don't know, maybe I should build another house or 2 up here. Let's go ahead and build 2 houses. I know it's a little crazy, but I think it'll be fine. Just increase the efficiency of this little area as much as possible. Now, I don't know, I mean, that decreases the efficiency because there's less surface area for it to, you know, gather from, and all those things are reliant on generally surface area. But people don't have to walk as far, so what is the good balance there? I think having a few people walk is probably okay, so maybe I should only build 1 house up here, but I don't know. I could always just build another little section, which I will probably be doing reasonably soon. A bunch of kids just turned into adults. See, this is kind of the ups and downs I'm talking about. A bunch of kids born at the same time means a lot of people are going to be dying at the same time in like 40 or 50 years. Alright, this is about done. It just needs to be built. Excellent. Tons of laborers. Go ahead and grab a few more people gathering stone. I'll probably lower that as soon as this is done. And on that note, with this being completed, I am going to take a break here. Oh, wait, just a second. Reserve of food is low. Ooh, that is a bad thing, and I just built a bunch of houses. We're going to have to deal with that next time, though, folks. I am going to have to find a way to get more food. 1 gatherer's hut and 1 venison farmer guy is not going to cut it. I'm going to have to maybe open up this fish. In fact, why don't we go ahead and do that? Let's just go ahead and unpause it for next time. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you next time.